it seemed like that was kind of like, I'm taking that ball down the field.
Yes, you could see his determination in that I guess second to last drive. Sure did, man. That was a wonderful drive too. Kids making plays. I'm so proud of our players. But yes, you could see like some glimpses of how Eno looked last year at times, and when he was dominating, and I think he's getting back to that, getting more confidence.
One of the third down plays on that drive.
What flavor?
Oh, 0. Yeah, thanks.
The third down play where I think you got Jaden in the shotgun and Eno to his right, and then Eno kind of slid to the left, and you went with a pass.
Yeah, that's Chris's play right there. He gets mad at me because I don't run it enough.
Not mad, but I
wait.
definitely think that you don't run it enough.
I wait till the last second. Well, they got to be in the right coverage.
You ran it one time.
Yeah. But
worked perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So they weren't going certain coverages until up to the end of the game, and so we just happened to catch him in the right coverage on that play.
What does that say though? Just 15 plays, I think you were down, Steve was out, you got Roy in there against a good defense on the road. What does it say just about your young offensive line that you're able to sustain a drive like that?
I was so proud of him. And guys, it's just like Herm preaches in our program, and he talks to the kids all the time about staying humble and hungry, and through my faith, I believe, if you stay humble, good things happen to you. And the first time our kids start acting like they think they're a little bit better than what they are, man, we check them, and because we want them to stay humble. In these last 2 weeks, and I can't speak for Danny because I'm not over there, but on our side of the ball, the kids have worked so hard, so coachable, yes sir, no sir, just coming to practice every day with that type of attitude, and that's why they're getting better. I really do believe that. It's because, when you're humble, you're coachable. Right? When you think you're better than what you are, you don't listen to other people that are trying to help you. And our kids have been in that state of humility and being coachable, and I think that's why we're gradually getting better.
Herm just said that Jaden's been playing with a bothersome ankle for about a month. So
Yes.
What does it say that he's just gutting it out through that and running on 3rd and 13s and all that?
Yeah, it's we've had a lot of guys banged up, and so what he did tonight. Now we left a lot of plays out there, and that I thought we could have capitalized on, but just through his inexperience. But he makes up for it. It's like, why are you doing that? And then yes, it's that kind of game for him right now until he starts being able to. And I put a lot on his plate. I don't know if you guys noticed that. We lined up in a ton of different formations. We gave him the full gambit tonight. And he did some of it great, and some of it showed his inexperience, but what a winner. He's just a winner. And he just has a knack of using his feet at just the right times to just put that dagger in the heart of defenses, man. He just has that timing.
I'm sure you thought you should have had more than 7 at halftime. What was kind of the message to say, hey, we can, we can be more productive in the second round?
We felt like we kind of had a beat on what they were doing in the secondary. Up front, they're giving us all kinds of different looks, but in the secondary, we kind of felt like, okay, it doesn't matter what it looks like here in this front 7. We feel like we know what they're doing there, and we felt like we could do a controlled passing game down the field. And so at halftime, we talked about that, and we talked about sooner or later in the game, we got to take a shot down the field. And we made a couple plays here and there, but our shot ended up being able to run the ball at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm. What happened on the Ricky Pearsall catch that took a long time in the first half on your first scoring drive, and then Jaden kind of found him late down the field open for 38 yards or whatever it was?
Yeah, I think were we in an empty set?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's our NASCAR package, and that's where we got our fast guys out on the field, and we work every Thursday, scramble drills. We get out there and we work 5 minutes, just nonstop, just rep after rep after rep after rep of scrambling to the left, scrambling to the right, and guys, there are rules, and so everybody's on the right page. And so it may look like a bunch of confusion, but we actually work on that.
Mm-hmm. And why did some of your drives bog down there, where you got across midfield and either went backwards or you just couldn't
Yeah,
really.
it's what happens is we were popping some runs, but then there were some runs that were like -1, and those kill you. Those really kill you. And then so you're looking to try to get yourself with our young offensive line. Then you're trying to get yourself at least in a 3rd and 5 to 4 situation after that. And then if you don't do that, then you're like, okay, now it's uphill. All right, now we gotta let those guys pass pro and like so sometimes the score dictates what play we're gonna run. Like, if it's a game like tonight, you may run it on 3rd and 15, because I'm just not gonna like let him just sit back there and get smacked, So our whole deal, and I learned this from Herm, is that we're just trying on offense. Where we're at right now is to score one more point late in the 4th quarter than the other team has on the scoreboard, and that's our goal every game.
You mentioned Jaden's timing when it comes to the runs. How much has that progressed and gotten better since the beginning of the season?
He's more comfortable with it. And so, when you're coming from high school and you get into your first college game, you're looking around, and because you don't get hit by your own teammates in camp, and so that's the first time you can really get smacked. And I'm sure, because he's like, not Johnny Atlas out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, we may have to put one of those little suits on him or whatever. But so as he goes through the game, he's gaining more confidence playing and understanding angles, the speed of his opponents. Can I slide in this time, or where in the first couple games he was probably looking around just like, whoa, man, these guys are fast out here. But the game starts to slow down the more that you play, and you start understanding what you can't, and then most importantly, what you can't do.
Is it hard as a play caller to, understand it? I mean, just what you were saying about Herm to control the game in the 4th quarter, to win the 4th quarter. Is it hard early in the game to kind of?
Sometimes it is, because you don't want to be too conservative, and so because you can get yourself pinned down into like a 8 to 10 yard box on offense if you're not careful. So you have to pick and choose your times when you're like sending them down. You got to send a message to the defense. We're not just going to sit there and let you creep up. And so that's what we're making sure that we do. We'll probably have more plays down this early in the season than we ever did last year at this point in time, outside of the Michigan State game last year. So
what does it say that you guys have such a young team, yet you've beaten 2 ranked teams on the road?
yeah, it's just that the future is so bright, and I'm just so proud of the guys. And you just see when you play young guys, and the more they play, the more confident they become, and the more confident you become in them, and then therefore they become more confident because they know you're confident in them. So it's just builds on itself. So
Herm was mentioning that in these big games, the young guys are almost so naive to the situation that they just go out and act like it's a regular game. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but but it's not for me and Herm and the old guys back there. Good Lord, man. Yeah. I get mad at some of them, in pregame, and because they're smiling and walking around laughing. I'm like, guys, this is like a serious deal, but they're so young. Like you said, it's true. They just kind of don't know any better, and they just go out there and they have fun, and you don't want to take that away from them because you want them to enjoy it and all that. You don't want them to play tight, but it's fun to watch their attitudes going out there and not being afraid to lose or compete.
You had a 13-yard run right before the touchdown on the
Yeah, there was a
drive
counter.
where you
Yeah.
went ahead. Kind of that hesitation move he does, and then he turned it on. That was a really big play. It seemed like, because you're getting where you don't have to take the field goal there. You can get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, was that like was it a 2nd and 10 or something like that?
So.
Yeah, I think so. And so we kind of saw how through motion what they were doing in the secondary and how they were moving their secondary around, and we knew that we could loosen them up in a certain deal, and that's the play we called. I think it was a counter that we put in this week for the game, and I was just proud they executed because we hadn't run it all year, and they executed it pretty dang good tonight.
So Jaden takes that big hit, fumble, and then all of a sudden you guys are behind. How did you see him kind of react to that moment of adversity, up until the point where he goes back out on that ensuing drive to go get the eventual go-ahead touchdown?
You know, it reminded me of Manny last year. I don't know if you guys realize this. Manny threw 2 pick sixes last year, and the drives right after both of those 2 pick sixes, he took the offense all the way down the field and scored a touchdown. I think I'm correct on that. One was UCLA, the other one was the Fresno game. And so that kind of reminded me of that. And he's just so young. But I immediately got on the phone with him, talked to him, and I said, look, man, it's still got 11 minutes left in this game. There's a lot of time left. He goes, oh, I know, Coach. We got it. The sideline's good. I was like, okay, I'm glad you got it. But put 2 hands on the ball when you're in the pocket, I'm glad you got it. But he does. He loves that phrase. I got it, Coach.
Dylan played some special teams tonight.
Yeah, he did. He's been and we're going to look to get him and maybe try to find a role for him to play, because he is a big, athletic, strong kid.